Look, I'm gonna need you to take a seat and just breathe. Forget everything your teacher told you. Forget that grainy TV footage your grandpa cried over in '69. What? If I told you that the most iconic one, small step in human history, wasn't on the moon, but on a top secret soundstage in the Nevada desert? Yeah, I know you're calling me a nut job, but stay with me for 60 seconds and your reality is gonna crumble. Think about it. We supposedly went to the moon with technology less powerful than the calculator on your desk today. So why, with the literal supercomputers in our pockets, haven't we been back in 50 years? Why does the American flag wave in a vacuum where there's zero wind? And where are the stars? Look at the photos. The sky is pitch black, like a lazy director forgot to turn on the background lights. It's the ultimate $25 billion Cold War flex designed to make Uncle Sam look like the king of space. Let's talk physics. You've seen the lunar module land, right? There's zero blast crater, a multi-ton rocket engine landing on moon dust, and not even a cloud of dust. It looks more like it was lowered by a crane than a propulsion system. And the shadows? Why did the shadows point in 3 different directions? Man, if the sun is the only light source, it's like someone left the studio reflectors on. This isn't just conspiracy talk. These are glitches in the matrix that NASA can't explain. Before we dive into the secret ties between NASA and Hollywood legends like Stanley Kubrick, I gotta know, are you a believer or a skeptic? Did we actually plant that flag, or was the whole thing a high-stakes magic trick to beat the Soviets? Drop your take in the comments right now. I'm looking for the real ones. And yo, tell me which city you're watching this from. I'm reading every single reply. Imagine the aftermath if the world found out tomorrow it was all a sham. If they could fake the moon, what else are they faking? The wars? The economy? Your history books? Part 1 is just the why, Part 2 is the how. We're going down the rabbit hole of the secret footage they tried to burn. If you want the truth they're hiding, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You do not want to miss the next one. The leap was giant, but the lie was even bigger. We talked about the physics that didn't add up. The waving flag, the missing stars, the lack of a blast crater. But today we're talking about the why and the who. We're diving into the secret footage that NASA allegedly tried to burn, and the Hollywood genius who might have directed the whole damn thing. Ever heard of Stanley Kubrick? The guy who directed 2001, A Space Odyssey in 1968? Look at that movie's space shots. Then look at the Apollo 11 footage from 1969. The similarity is haunting. Conspiracy theorists swear that the U.S. government hired Kubrick to stage the moon landing because they knew they couldn't beat the Soviets for real. They say he left clues in his later movies, like The Shining, as a secret confession. A hidden message in a knitted sweater? Sounds crazy until you see the evidence. But let's get scientific for a second. Ever heard of the Van Allen radiation belt? It's a massive zone of intense radiation surrounding Earth. To get to the moon, you have to pass right through it. Experts say that with 1960 shielding, those astronauts should have been fried to a crisp. Yet they came back with perfect health and zero radiation sickness. How did NASA solve a problem in 1969 that they're still struggling with today? It's a gap in the story that's wider than the Grand Canyon. And here's the kicker, the ultimate oops moment. NASA admits they lost the original high-quality telemetry tapes of the moon landing. The most important data in human history? Just gone. They say they taped over them to save money. Seriously? You spend $25 billion to go to the moon and then reuse the tapes like a cheap VCR? It's the ultimate cover-up move. If you can't show the raw data, you can't be proven wrong. I gotta know your thoughts right now. Do you think Stanley Kubrick was the mastermind behind the lens? Or is this all just one big coincidence? If you think the government is hiding something even bigger, drop a truth in the comments. And yo, if you're from a country that's starting to question the official story, let me know where you're repping. Let's get this debate moving. At the end of the day, whether we went or not, doesn't change the fact that the world was. Lead to about something. The shadows don't lie, the missing tapes don't lie, and the math doesn't lie. We're living in an era of fake news, but this might be the original fake. If you're ready to stop being a sheep and start looking at the world with open eyes, hit that subscribe button. We've got more deep dives coming that they don't want you to see. Stay woke, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.